Hi, this is Allison Richard, your stress management and self-care coach. And today I wanted to give you my quick 5 minute bedtime ritual for peaceful sleep. So, just to really help you get some of that more peaceful quality sleep. So, the first thing that I love to do, and again, this is really from this ritual perspective. So, it is not coming at it from a this is routine, but this is actually a ritual that you do intentionally. So, first thing that we're going to do is to work with essential oil. So, every night I use stress away oil specifically. You could use any calming oil if you'd like, lavender, chamomile. But to put this essential oil on, I like to put it on the inside of the wrist. You could put it behind the ears, you could put it on the soles of your feet. But a specific calming scent. So, really working from this ritual perspective of just the act of doing it is indicating to my body and myself that it's time to wind down. And also, the calming scent is indicating to my brain and my body that it is time to calm down. So, if you put it on, you just want to kind of rub the hands or the wrist together just because it'll activate the oil. And just taking a deep breath in, exhaling through the mouth, let it go. Just do that one more time. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Good. And then the next thing that I like to do, and I specifically like to use and hold on to a rose quartz crystal when I do this. You could do it without, but rose quartz really just tapping into that energy, that feeling of self love, compassion. So I have one in bed with me that I hold on to while I do this part. And just going through gratitudes of the day. So, really specifically, I like to kind of work my way backwards from the end of the day and just thinking for a moment, I'm really grateful for, the dinner that I had that was kind of hit the spot. I'm grateful for certain parts of my work or a client that I had in the day. Or grateful for an event that I went to or friends that I saw. So, really thinking very specifically a few things for yourself about what you are really grateful for in this particular day. So, with that stress away oil, we're really kind of reminding our body to just let go of whatever the stresses were of the day, allowing ourselves to acknowledge that we made it through the day. We can kind of let go and then shifting our mind to those gratitudes. So, allowing our mind to, instead of being focused on the stressful things or the things that didn't go well, really focusing on, well, like, what did go well today? What am I really grateful for in this particular day? And the more you can think of, the better. If you want to get really specific, that's always great too. And then after that, you are going to, next thing that I like to do, you can do the next two together if you really want to, is to do a head hold. So if you feel like you're in bed and maybe your brain is really, really working fast, you're still having a lot of thoughts, there's a lot going on in your head, maybe you're having some things that you're worrying about, planning, anxious about, is to do this head hold. And so you're going to take one hand and basically cup the palm of your hand to the back of your head, the very base of your skull where your head and your neck meet. So you are literally cradling your survival brain. And you're going to take the other hand with your palm down to your forehead. So you are calming your nervous system and turning on your relaxation response. And you could just do this while lying in bed. So again, just make sure that your elbows are kind of supported by the pillows, really kind of get yourself comfortable. You may not even get to the fifth step of this process. You could even fall asleep in this pose if you'd like. And then while you're here, so you can let yourself continue to think about maybe what it is that's worrying you or stressing you out. You can stay here for as long as you need, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, until your shoulders get tired. But just letting yourself, again, let it calm the nervous system so that maybe whatever you were thinking about that's super stressful, it doesn't necessarily change any of those things. However, it may change how stressful they feel to you in that moment. And so while you are here, you can do what is called an O breath. So this also turns on your relaxation response. And so, especially if you're feeling like you're still a little bit wired or wide awake, this can be really good to turn on that rest and digest response, which we need to activate so that we can fall asleep. So, you are going to make an O shape with your mouth. And then you're going to inhale in through that O shape. So, just slowly, like you're sipping air in through a straw. Once you're done inhaling, just close your mouth, hold your breath at the top for a moment. And then when you're ready to exhale, you're going to exhale out through your nose. So we're going to do that 3 more times. Breathing in through the O. Exhaling through the nose. 2 more times. One more time. You can keep going with the breath. You can keep holding with the head as long as you would like. Do the breath at least 4 times to make sure that it helps to turn on that relaxation response. And then the last thing that you can work with and do if you still would like some calm. And again, you can fall asleep in this position as well. We're going to work with what's called a pericardium 8 acupressure point. So you can make a fist with one hand, and it does not matter which hand you use. You're going to find where is it that your middle finger makes contact with the palm of your hand. And then once you find that, take your other thumb and you're just going to press your thumb into that place that your middle finger was making contact with. And then once you do that, you can just let your hands come to rest, either, come on your belly, on the torso in front of you. Just going to hold on to that point. It's a really great point for supporting on kind of an emotional and mental level to kind of maybe help with some of those feelings of exhaustion or overwhelm, maybe lessening any anxiety, just supporting kind of emotional healing and reconnecting again to that sense of love and compassion, which is a great way to send you off into sleep. You can hold that point as long as you'd like. Sometimes I like to switch hands and then do the other hand just to balance it out. And so just wishing you really peaceful sleep. So please feel free to subscribe or follow to get notified of other videos. Please feel free to comment below. I would love to hear how this goes for you, and let me know if you have any questions. So peaceful sleeping.